How's it going, guys? It's Kyle, or the How To Guy 123 here, and in today's video I'll be bringing you guys a beginner's guide on how to install Steam on Debian-based distributions of Linux. I'll show you two methods of installing Steam, first through the terminal and second using your distribution's software center. As an added bonus, I'll also show you how to enable Steam Play and Proton so you can play some Windows games on Linux. The distribution I'll be using in this tutorial is Pop! OS. However, this video should also apply to most other Debian-based distros such as Ubuntu and Linux Mint. So first, let's install Steam through the terminal. Let's begin by opening up a terminal window. I usually start by entering the command sudo apt update. This is to make sure that the repositories that come with our distribution are all up to date. Once you enter the command, it will ask you to enter a password. Once the command is finished, you can see that I have 5 packages that need to be upgraded. So next, what I did is I entered the command sudo apt upgrade to upgrade those 5 packages. If you have no packages that need to be upgraded, then you can just skip this command. Enter Y when it asks you if you want to continue. The upgrade should only take a few minutes to finish. And once that is finished, all of our packages and repositories should be up to date. Now we can go ahead and install Steam. Fortunately, on most distributions, Steam is already included in the repositories that come with your distributions, so we won't need to be adding any distributions to apt. All we need to do is enter the command sudo apt install Steam, and this command should go ahead and install Steam. Once the command is finished, Steam should be successfully installed. We can launch it through our desktop environment. On Pop! OS, I just click on Show Applications, and then find Steam and click on it to launch it. When you open up Steam for the first time, it's going to automatically update, just like on Windows. When the update is finished, Steam will ask you to log in or create an account if you don't have one already. And once you're logged in, Steam will be launched. And there we have it, we've successfully installed Steam through the terminal. If you're getting errors when you try to install Steam, such as not being able to find the Steam package, Steam might not be included in your distro's repository, or the repository is disabled. We can fix this by adding the Multiverse Repository, which is a repository which has a bunch of software, including Steam. To add the Multiverse Repository, just run the command sudo add apt repository multiverse. Then run the sudo apt update command to tell apt that we've added a new repository. Then try to install Steam again by running the sudo apt install Steam command. Now let's take a look at installing Steam through our distro's software center. I'm using Pop! OS, and the software center here is called the Pop Shop. On Ubuntu, it's called Ubuntu Software, and on Linux Mint, I believe it's called the Software Center. So let's go ahead and open up the Pop Shop and search for Steam. Click on the first results, and then simply click on Install to install Steam. Steam will take a minute to install, and when it's done, we can launch it through our desktop environment. Like before, I'll just click on Show Applications and then find Steam and launch it. Once again, when you first open Steam, it will need to update, just like on Windows. When the update is finished, Steam will ask you to log in or create an account. So go ahead and log in, and once you are logged in, Steam will be launched. As a quick side note, I'd recommend making sure that your video card drivers are up to date before playing any games. I won't really go into how to do that in this video, as the process is different between different distributions. However, on Pop! OS, it's as simple as going into the Pop Shop, clicking on the Install tab, and if an update for my Nvidia driver is available, it will ask if I want to install the update under Drivers. If we take a look at our Steam library, you can see all of our games, even the ones that are for Windows. If you click on the Linux Penguin icon at the top of the list, only the games that are natively able to run on Linux will show in your library. All Valve games can natively run on Linux. You can click on one and install it just like on Windows. For this example, I'll choose CSGO. Once the game is finished downloading and installing, you can run it and play the game just like normal. Finally, I'll show you how to enable Steam Play and Proton to play some Windows games on Linux. In Steam, head to the top left corner of your screen and click Steam. Then click Settings. A settings window will pop up. Go down to the bottom and click Steam Play. Under Steam Play settings, make sure that Enable Steam Play for supported titles is checked. This will allow you to install games that are verified by Valve to run on Linux. For example, 2016 Doom and Payday the Heist. Next, go down and check Enable Steam Play for all other titles. This will allow you to install and launch any Windows game on Linux. However, it's not guaranteed that these games will work. You can change the Proton version if you would like a more stable release, but I usually just leave this on Proton Experimental. Now click on OK, then you'll be prompted to restart Steam. When Steam is restarted, you'll be able to install any game from your Steam library on Linux. Like I mentioned before, not all games are guaranteed to work or be playable, but you'll at least be able to launch the game and see if it works. I recommend checking out protondb.com as this site has reports from other users on which games work on Linux and how to improve the performance on ones that do run. For this video, I'm going to install Halo the Master Chief Collection, as I know this game runs pretty well on Linux. When you install the game, Steam might need to download additional software to allow your game to run. Alright, so Halo the Master Chief Collection has finished downloading. When you go to play it, Steam will notify you that you're launching the game with Steam Play, so go ahead and click on Continue. Now Halo MCC will ask you if you want to play the game with or without anti-cheat. We need to choose the version of Halo MCC without anti-cheat. This is because the Master Chief Collection uses Easy Anti-Cheat, which is not yet supported on Linux. However, a Linux version of Easy Anti-Cheat has been announced and should be released in the near future. So for now, unfortunately, we won't be able to play any multiplayer. Once we select Halo MCC with anti-cheat disabled, Steam will try and launch your game. In my case, it took a few minutes to open, but other than that, the game opened fine. And after configuring my settings and hopping into a game of Firefight, we're playing Halo on Linux. Overall, the game ran pretty much flawlessly without any hiccups. And that brings us to the end of the tutorial. If this video helped, please leave a like. If it didn't, leave a dislike. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to help you guys out. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.